Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you a story about a Toyota that decided to hit the gym, bulk up, and come out swinging like Rocky Balboa after a training montage. We're talking about a 1973 Toyota Hilux Chinook pop-up camper. Originally a humble little pickup, but now rocking a 5.3-liter Vortec V8, four-wheel drive, and enough muscle to make my neighbor Gary's Dodge look like it belongs in a retirement home. And trust me, Gary brags about that Dodge like it once saved his marriage. Spoiler, it didn't. Before we go further, smash that subscribe button and join our crew. More vintage beasts, more laughs, and definitely more trucks than Gary has excuses for not mowing his lawn. Now, this Hilux started life in 1973 as a small pickup carrying the Chinook fiberglass camper. Somewhere along the way, it became a non-running project, and I believe the seller must have looked at it and said, "What if we throw in a Vortec V8 and see what happens?" Well, what happened was pure madness. Out went the old motor, in went a 5.3-liter Vortec V8 with an aftermarket camshaft, hydraulic lifters, Michigan Motorsports push rods, and a trunnion upgrade kit. Cooling comes courtesy of a 3-core Griffin aluminum radiator with dual electric fans. And engine management is handled by a Fytec LSX ECU. That's like giving the Hilux a brain transplant and then a caffeine addiction. Power flows through a built 4-speed 4L60E automatic and an NP241C dual-range transfer case. Up front sits an AAM 9.5-inch axle with 3.73 to 1 gearing and a limited slip differential. While out back, a Dana 70 rear axle with matching 3.73 to 1 gearing and another limited slip keeps things balanced. And if you're wondering, yes, this Toyota can claw through mud, rocks, and probably my uncle's old fishing stories that never die. Sorry, Timmy. I mean my friend Timmy's fishing stories. He once told me he caught a bass the size of this Hilux. Sure, Timmy. Sure. The exterior wears white paint with green and gold stripes, a steel front bumper with LED lights, D-ring shackles, and a Badland winch, because I think every good camper should be able to pull itself out of the trouble you got it into. There's body filler, rust on the fender, fading paint, and a sagging roof on the pop-up. But what I like the most is how it still carries that old-school Chinook charm. After all, scars tell a story, and this one's got plenty. Inside, things are a little funky. Black leather captain's chairs with white stitching up front, red carpets underfoot, and an Audiovox cassette stereo that probably still thinks disco is topping the charts. The headliner has tears, the dash has cracks, and the crank windows will keep your biceps in shape. The rear camper offers a folding sofa bed, curtains, a kitchenette with a propane 2-burner cooktop, a Dometic fridge, sink, and water tank. The seller says the equipment hasn't been tested, but hey, neither has Timmy's liver, and that's still running somehow. This rig rides on 17 inches Hummer H2 wheels, wrapped in 315/70 Mickey Thompson Baja Legend MTZ tires, supported by FOA coilovers up front, and a spring-over axle lift at the rear. The suspension was rebuilt with custom radius long-arm links and a Land Cruiser steering box. So it's basically Toyota DNA mixed with Frankenstein engineering. And finally, the price. This monster Hilux Chinook sold for $16,000 in February 2024. That's around 14,800 euros. Not bad for a 50-year-old camper that's now got the heart of a modern muscle truck. If you ask me, this isn't just a camper. It's a rolling piece of madness with history, heart, and horsepower. Would you take this thing off-road? Or just park it at the campground and let everyone else stare in envy? And hey, for just $1, you can become a proud sponsor of our channel. Cheaper than Timmy's bait budget, and he never even catches anything. Sponsorship links down there in the description.